Hi, Life Coach Amy Kleine here today. Thanks for watching. I want to take a few moments today and talk about the word options and what options mean in our life. One definition for options is the act of choosing. Allow me to use a simple illustration. I want to buy a new car, but I have to decide, do I want satellite radio? Do I want a sunroof? Do I want the red metallic car or the navy blue? You get the idea. You see, I need to choose the specific options that I want. I need to come to a decision or I'm going to lose the car. I might lose the rebates, I might lose special offers or warranties that are being offered if I don't sign by the end of the week. So I don't want to miss out. I need to choose, I need to decide which options I want. Another way to look at options is to address the obstacles that are specifically in the way. So allow me to use the word options as an acronym to show you what I mean. For the letter O, let's address obstacles. Specifically, clearly, and definitively, what are the obstacles you are facing? Don't broad stroke it, don't make it too broad that you don't understand what the obstacle is. What exactly is the brick wall that you are facing? What exactly is the problem or issue you are having with another person, perhaps a coworker or a boss? So let's go with that example. Perhaps you're feeling the cold shoulder from a coworker or a boss or a friend. So as your life coach, I would suggest to you, all right, let's take some self-examination and see what's going on. Is it your boss's personality, or is it the personality of the other person that is the issue? Or perhaps you misunderstood, or perhaps you misspoke and said something in a wrong way, not meaning to do so, but it came out the wrong way. We need to recognize sometimes also that in an issue that we're facing, or in an obstacle, we tend to blame rather than to reframe and find a solution to the problem. And when we blame others, we're really putting up a roadblock and we're not coming to a solution or a reconciliation in a situation. It's very easy to blame. It really is. It's kind of like we just do it without thinking about it sometimes. It's kind of like it's a learned behavior that we need to change. So when we blame, we fail to take into account that maybe there was something I was responsible for and that I can solve also. All right, for the letter P, perhaps. Sometimes one of the options that we have comes from an off-the-cuff comment that we make. Say I'm talking to a client and they jokingly say, well, I could always quit my job. So I have a history with this client, I understand everything that's on the table, and I might say to him, well, you know what do you think about that? What do you think? You know, you made it kind of off the cuff, but maybe you can quit your job and go back to school, which is really what you wanted to do anyway. For the letter T, let's use the word tried. What have you tried in the past that has worked for you? Say you want to go on a diet, you want to lose some weight, and you keep feeling like, oh, I always fail when I do this. So I would ask you, what have you tried in the past that has worked? And you might say something like, well, I stopped having sugar, but I can't seem to lose the weight. So I might say to you, okay, well, what exactly are you eating during the day? And you realize, you know what, I find myself late at night having a plate of nachos. I've been good all day, but then it comes the evening and I have the nachos. So then I might say to you, well, all right, let's take a look at things. What have you tried that's worked? And then you might realize, well, when I took a walk 3 or 4 times a week for a half hour, and when I cut out sugar from my diet and having the late night snacks, I found that I did lose weight a lot quicker. So you know what, I'm going to try that again. So I get you to focus on what has worked for you and not what has not worked for you. Do you get the idea? Do you understand? We focus on what the positive things that have worked in the past, what we have done, and how they have helped us. Okay, so then for the letter I, let's take the word identify. Take time to dream. I know a lot of people just don't want to do that they feel it's a waste of time, but really, it can get the creativity flowing, it can get solutions on the table and options on the table that we didn't know that we had. So, what if money wasn't an issue? What if you could leave that job? What if you had all the money that you needed to start a new business or to go to school? Get excited about your plans and your goals. Dream again. What if wasn't in the way? What if those 2 words was not in your way? What would your options be? For the letter O, we'll use the word one. All your options are on the table. They're spelled out, but you have to pick just one. All right, so you do that. You say, okay, this one is going to work. This third option that we talked about, that's what's going to work for me. So then I'll go with the next letter, N, and I'll say next, okay? Look at that specific option you have chosen. Does it fit you? Does it work for you? And then have you had the opportunity to bounce it off of people who are support to you in your life? What do they say about the option you have chosen? Does it fit you, or maybe it doesn't fit you? So then for the letter S, let's use the word success. We have dialogued about your options. We've taken time to check out your life and review things and give some honest self-examination. And then what do we find? We find success. We find that you have more going for you than you thought originally in the beginning. In conclusion, I just want to add, I know life can be hard. It can be really hard. It has been my personal experience that whenever I have a good support system, whenever I take an honest self-examination of my life, whenever I talk with trustworthy and dependable people and the supportive people in my life, I do find that I do have options that I didn't see before. I do see that the obstacles become less and less, and the solutions and options and success increase. So I find when I use all those things that I can succeed, and I can get on and be happy once again with life. Doesn't that sound good to you? I'm Life Coach Amy Kleine. Thanks for watching.